But yeah, today's Sunday and I just visited a semi-local church. So it's like a 20-minute walk in the cold or like a 12-minute bus ride. And I was like, someone was like, how'd you find this church? And I was like, Google Maps. And they're like, no, like, how did you find out about this church? And I was like, Google Maps. Like, I just looked at where I was and checked out different churches that were nearby and their website. And yeah, it was really good. It was really quite emotional, actually. So it was emotional because firstly I was sending off my sister to go back to London. She was catching a bus, and then when she like rode away in the bus and I was like waving and she was at the back of the bus waving and I was like crying and I was like, yeah, and then yeah, and then my bag's really heavy. Maybe I should put it down. It has all this sauce in it, which is part of the story. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. BRB, but not BRB because I'm not technically going anywhere. So that's my bag now. It's just chilling, waiting for me. Anywho's, yeah, so I was like teary and I was like, I'm actually on my own now. But it was good because I feel like I'm ready and my sister has really helped me settle in these past 2 days. Where was I? Oh yes, when I got into the church, it was really emotional because the pastor was speaking in Danish and I was listening to the lady who was translating it in my ear, and she was like reading out, saying what the pastor was saying, and they were talking about the vine and the branches and like how you need to remain in me and you will bear much fruit. And then just instantly I was like crying and I was just like, gah! And I think it was because I felt like God speaking to me, and like it was really touching, and it was because it was just so familiar, like that verse, that passage, this God, this Jesus that we all share, even though I'm in a completely foreign country and I feel everything is so unfamiliar. But just to hear God's words, it was just like, it just like really touched my heart, and I was just like, like, I don't know how to explain. I was just really touched. And then I was just like sobbing and like crying, and I was like, I need to get a tissue, and I like thankfully had a tissue in my bag, which I usually don't have. Anyway, yeah, and it was like, yes, if you stay with Jesus, stay connected, like you'll bear much fruit, and he, as a leaf, you can only survive if you're connected to the vine. And I'm like, I am a leaf and I do need to be connected to the vine. And then it was just like, it was just so amazing. Like God's words just came alive so much more, all the more because I was walking the path of obedience that I feel like he has called me to, which is to come here. And so, and this is a step of faith, and this is living out faith. And so his words were all the more powerful, and like, yeah, I think powerful is the best word.